Today in NBA 2K23, we are going to be ranking every single trophy case card in the game, all 30 of them.
Oh my god!
That goes from AI, Jordan Poole, James Worthy,
All of them.
Now some I have ranked higher than others due to personal reasons. I have a reasoning behind why I do what I do. Make sure to like and subscribe, but let's get into this, bro. Let's go. First, we got AI. Obviously, this is personal reasons. Ever since 2K21, when they put out that free Pink Diamond or free Galaxy Opal AI during Christmas time, it was so good, but it was free, so everybody had them. And I hated it because I didn't have them. Of course, he is better than this. He could be on the C or B tier, but he's gonna be on the D tier for me. Next up, we have Brandon Jennings. Brandon Jennings is gonna be in the C tier. He's a really good offensive player. Defensively, no. Plus, he's sitting at 6'1", so him being 6'1" and not having great defensive attributes or badges, it just puts him at a disadvantage. But he is still slightly better than AI, so Derrick Rose, we're going to have in the S tier. I mean, it's Derrick Rose. Just go to the rim and press X, play defense, can shoot. It's Derrick Rose. He's just an all-around player. And for anyone who has him, you. Zydrunas Ilgauskas, put him in the S tier. It's a big man that can shoot. Enough said. There's not too many big men that can shoot in the game that you can buy now. I mean, you got Paul Gasol, you got Paolo, and you have a few others. But of course, Zydrunas Ilgauskas is probably one of the best centers right now, in my opinion. Next up, we have Kevin Mchale, another big man that can shoot, but I don't think he's as good as Zydrunas Ilgauskas. One, because his defense isn't as good, and two, he's smaller. He's a 6'10" center, power forward, whereas Zydrunas is like a 7' something center. Either way, Kevin Mchale cards are usually good. I know Houston fans wish his coaching skills were just as good.
Finds Curry, quick release on the three, got it! Harden lost it again. Here comes Iguodala all alone. Harden fights over it. Barnes tries a three, got it! Harrison Barnes on the drive and the finish.
Next, we got Kyle Corbett. We're going to be putting him in the B tier because he's just a shooter, literally. His athleticism it's alright, it's mid. His defense, mid at best, probably on the, bad side. You can get free cards from the token market instead of having to grind for this Kyle Corbett card. Unless, you want to lock in for whatever the reward card is. Next, we got Tim Hardaway. Of all people, Tim Hardaway. They could have had a lot more other people than Tim Hardaway. I just know the Heat fans are in shambles right now. Talking to you though. Y'all lost PJ Tucker this offseason, and y'all got Tim Hardaway for your trophy case reward cards. Tough. D tier. Next up, we got Alonzo Mourning for the Hornets. Speaking of the Hornets, they're the only team to have multiple players go to jail in one offseason. I guess they can break records. We're putting Alonzo in the C tier. Have him so low because he's not as good as the other centers on this list. Plus, he's a little undersized, I believe. He's like 6'10", I want to say. I might be wrong. Now we're on to Jeremy Lin, the guy that had to play with two of the biggest ball hogs in NBA history. Wow. He's not bad, but he's no Derrick Rose or Russell Westbrook. So we're putting him in the B tier. After him, we have Rashard Lewis. He's literally in the same boat as Kyle Corbett, literally just a shooter with some mid defense. Actually, I think his defense is worse than Kyle Corbett, which is crazy. Richard Jefferson, he's slightly better than like a Kyle Corbett or Rashard Lewis. He can shoot, play defense better than them, and he can, he can drive to the rim if you really want him to. So that's why I have him slightly above mid, but he's not S tier, if you know what I mean. You gotta be a special type of card to be S tier. Now we have Jermaine O'Neal. He's going to the A tier. He's a solid big man. I don't know if I would go for him unless you really want to lock in for that reward. I would not even stress going for that man. Okay, now we have Rip Hamilton. Okay, some of y'all like cussing me out right now. Hear me out. I just like Richard Hamilton cards. Andrea Barniani, he's mid. He's mid. He's really good offensively, but in a game where interior defense is almost non-existent, I really want my centers to have a very good defense, especially in the interior, which he does not have. That's why he's mid. But he can shoot. He can most definitely shoot though. And for the last card for the East, we have Antoine Jameson. We're putting Antoine Jameson at A because he's slightly above mid. His defense, it could be better. Offensively, he has that sweet, nice jump shot. Ellen Brand. Literally just a 6'9" big man that can only grab rebounds and play defense occasionally. If you went up against a 7-foot Zydrunas Ilgauskas, 7-foot Arvida Sabonis, he will get killed in the paint. On top of that, he can't even shoot to spread out the floor, so he's really just there to be your fifth man / being a nuisance on the court. Zach Randolph, literally the exact same thing as Elton Brand, but he's a little better. The only thing is his height compared to taller centers, and the interior defense almost being non-existent. Now we're at Gordon Hayward. I feel like they did my man's dirty with this picture. I'll put him in the A tier. He's cool, especially for the Jazz fans that are trying to relive the moments where y'all supposed to go deep in the playoffs, but didn't. All in all though, he's a good player. Above mid. Next we have Peja. We'll put him in the C tier. I'm so sick and tired of putting the shooters in the B tier. That plus his defense is probably the worst out of all the straight up shooters on this list. And it's Peja. Games worthy. He's in the S tier. It's probably one of the best cards you can get. I'm going for this man right now. I promise you I will have him probably within the next couple of weeks. Michael Finley.
Come on, Mike. Let it fly.
Oh my god! What?
I feel like 2K has a really bad habit of giving us shooters with low to mid defense at best. But with this Michael Finley, he has some really good perimeter defense. Just don't let him guard the paint. Kembe Mutombo. I'm gonna have him in the A tier. If you're into those non-shooting traditional centers, he is your go-to guy. I mean, he can obviously play defense in the paint. He'll dunk on anybody that's smaller than him. Obviously, he can't shoot, but he makes up with that with his defense and his interior presence. Brandon Ingram, put him in the B tier. He's mid on defense, but at least he'll give you a bucket on the offensive end. Next up, we have Steve Francis. This one's a little weird. I want to put him in the B tier, but I also want to put him in the A tier, but I also want to put him in the B tier. So I guess we're going to put him in the B tier. There are obviously better point guards. I'm not saying that the Steve Francis is not a good card. He's a pretty good card. He just wouldn't be my top pick. Now we're at the Spurs with Manu. You know, the Spurs, they're not a new poverty franchise. Actually, I'm going to have to give that to the Celtics. Manu's good, but I'm putting him in the B tier only because with how long this grind is, you can get better shooting guards slash small forwards. Steve Nash, C. Defensively, I feel like you'll get cooked every single time, especially if the team goes into a 5-out. All you have to do is get a card like Donovan Mitchell and run to the rim, and you're going to break past his defense every time. But he's normally a good shooter. Another downside is that if you go to the rim, he's going to do a layup every time, and 9 times out of 10 is probably going to get blocked. Speaking of really good PGs, we have Russell Westbrook. I've been talking about this card for the entire video, but put him in the S tier. For those of you that have seen my last video, hey! Oh my god. Y'all saw how CP got down with that man Russell Westbrook. Pause. But yeah, this card is really good. Defensively, he's straight. Offensively, just go to the rim and press X. Or you can actually shoot with this card. You know, you can shoot faders with him as well. You can shoot threes with him. You can shoot mid-rangers with him. But yeah, he's probably the second best point guard that you can get within this entire collection. Wally Serbiak, another good shooter with mid-defense and really bad athleticism. But to be honest though, he's a good card. He's actually kind of good. But there's so many cards just like him that you can get from the token market or that you can buy with MT and you don't have to grind this card out. That's why I have him in the C tier. Next we have Arvida Sabonis, another really good center. Probably, you could arguably say he's probably the best center in the game. It's Arvida Sabonis. He's always a really solid card. Great offense with his shooting. I wish his defense was a little better, but I mean, it's like 7 foot something. Yeah, Jordan Poole, guys. Jordan Poole is going to the S tier. I don't care if his jump shot is bad. I love this card. He's very quick. He's actually probably one of the quickest cards in the game. Literally, if you go into a 5-out, you're going to break the defense every time because I believe he has clamp breaker. His defense is okay. It's pretty solid. So there you have it. This is my list for every single trophy case card in NBA 2K23 Myteam. Let me know who y'all would switch. I'm pretty sure y'all have some very different opinions than mine. Y'all probably don't even like me because of my opinions. Let me know. But either way, like I said, I'm entitled to my own opinions and you're entitled to yours. Let me know what your opinions are down below. Let me know what cards that y'all already have and what cards y'all are going for right now. But if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. We're on our way to 2,000 subscribers. And I think that's it for me, man. I have a test in like 4 minutes.